Hello all, myself Krishna. My project proposal is a credit card fraud detection system. Coming to the problem statement, credit card fraud is a growing issue causing significant financial losses. Frequently, transactions negatively affect both consumer and business. Nowadays, credit card are most used cards to pay bills, placing an online orders and everything. People do numerous transactions in a day. Simultaneously, these credit card are having a less security than a greater debit card. We have observed many data breaches and integrating machine learning helps to solve this issue, finding a type of transaction it is classify them. And again, coming to the proposed solution, developing a machine learning model to detect and prevent credit card fraud in a real time. The model will analyze transaction patterns to identify unusual behavior. And we are addressing one of the most pressing challenges in financial services. And our approach surprised learning training on historical transaction data that labeled as a fraudulent and non-fraudulent. By analyzing transaction patterns, our model can identify unusual behaviors like sudden large purchases, transactions from unfamiliar locations, and rapid sequence of activity. And coming to the key advantages of the solution is ability to detect frequent activity as it happens, ensuring swift and building a safer digital financial ecosystem. Coming to project scope and basic requirements, implementing a system that detects frequent transactions with high accuracy, like a basic requirements like we need is fraud detection model with at least 90% accuracy, real-time processing capability, and user-friendly interface for stakeholders to review flag transactions. Coming to the technologies and high-level architecture behind our credit card fraud detection system, like we carefully selected robust technologies to ensure the system operates efficiently at scale. For machine learning, like we are using Python with the TensorFlow and Skitlearn to build our fraud detection system on the backend, and we have Flask and Django to handle API calls and manage communication between the model and the database, and which is powered by MSQL for storing transaction data on the front end, React.js, and will provide a user-friendly interface for reviewing and reporting transaction. The architecture flow simultaneously transaction data in pre-proposed and then analyzing by our machine learning model. If fraud is detected, the system triggers real-time alerts and generate reports for review. And next, deliverables training trained machine learning models for fraud detection, web-based interface for transaction monitoring, and completing documentation of the model and system, and video showing the system and action. And roles and skills required is project lead developer machine learning and expertise in Python and data processing, and for backend developer Flask API and development, front-end developer React.js for building the user interface, and analyst expertise in analyzing transaction patterns. And coming to the high level timeline, the timeline for our credit card fraud detection project, like we set a clear milestone to ensure smooth evacuation. In October, we will begin with the research and requirement gathering from October 10th to October 20th. This will lay the foundation for the project. And moving to the October and November, we will focus on the model development and training from October 20th to November 10th, ensuring our machine learning algorithms are finely tuned. By November 11th to November 25th, we will integrate the backend and frontend, connecting our machine learning model with the user interface. From November 26th to 5th, and we will conduct through a testing and equality assurance to identify the and resolve any issues. And in the early December, from December 6th to 12th, we will focus on documentation and making final adjustment. And finally, in the mid December, we will put the finest project with a demo between December 13 and December 15. Coming to the risks and concentrate, as we develop our credit card fraud detection system, it's a cruel to acknowledge the risks and concentrate we may face. In the risks, incomplete data could lead the faculty fraud detection, resulting in false positives or negatives. Additionally, real-time analysis requires significant power, which could be challenging for our interface, and concentrates limited time to fine-tune that model, access to high quality and representative data sets, and we have a limited time to fine tune our machine learning model for optimal performance. Additionally, access to high quality representative data sets to crucial for training, but obtaining such data can be challenging. And this is the conclusion and next steps. The project aims to tackle the challenges of credit card fraud by developing a robust and accurate and efficient dedication system. The steps include starting the model training process to ensure real-time fraud detection capabilities. And moreover, the credit card fraud detection helps finding the transaction in legit or fraud. Identifying frequent transactions helps stop losing the money and the privacy and security of user data. Thank you.